Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Today is another playthrough of Disney Villainous only on Tabletop Simulator. Today's video, I'm going to be playing as Ratigan from The Great Mouse Detective. His objective is to start his turn with the Robot Queen at Buckingham Palace. I almost say Palace. I was trying to say Palace. But anyways, he has to start his turn with the Robot Queen at Buckingham Palace, which sounds simple enough. However, there is this one card that could potentially destroy the Robot Queen and end the game entirely. But we'll get to that in just a moment. Not just a moment, once we encounter that fate card. But for now, let's go ahead and draw 4 cards in the villain deck. And yes, I already shuffled them before start recording. And let's see, what did I get? Well, I end up getting a uniform, which is an item card that you can attach to an ally. It gets +2 strength, and you immediately perform a vanquish action using that ally, which is pretty cool. Then we have a condition card, which is I don't know how to pronounce it. It's extravagant. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but during their turn, if another player gains 3 or more power, you may play this card, choose an item from your discard pile, and put it into your hand. And I don't think it counts the Robot Queen, even though I want that to happen. But it's not likely possible. But we'll just have to wait and see. Then the next one is another item card, which is Marvelous Trap, which is where you have to not play, but technically pay 2 power. Not 2 power. What? I keep messing up. My apologies. You have to pay 1 power if you landed on a location that has the activation symbol. Before Ratigan moves on your next turn, defeat all heroes at this location. Discard Marvelous Trap. Last but not least, we have the gears. In this card, when you play an item card, you may discard gears from your realm to reduce the cost of that item by 3 power, which comes in handy because the Robot Queen is very expensive to play. So we only have 20 rounds to complete this objective. It's not going to be simple. So we're going to start with the most power, which is the Flaversham's Toy Shop. Yeah. We gain 3 power. And I think I'm going to discard... I'm going to discard 2 cards. Why? This happens every time I play Tabletop Simulator. Alright, I'm going to discard 2 cards. Even though the gear comes in handy, but I'm just not too sure of it at this time. I'm going to discard it. And I can't play any of these because it requires like a hero or even an ally. So, I'm going to roll the dice, a singular die, to determine whether I get fated or not. And I roll a 2, which means I get fated. And right out of the bat, we have Basil. So, when Basil is played, you may discard 1 item card, which I don't have right now, from his new location. So, this is the card that could potentially destroy the Robot Queen. But, since I don't have it right now, I am going to discard him and choose Mrs. Judson. When Mrs. Judson is played, Ratigan loses up to 2 power. And I don't think you lose it every time. So, I'm playing her, and I lost 2 power. I lost 2 power. Okay, then we have the bell. I draw 2 cards, and I got an ally, which is the the bat dude. Alright, that's the first round gone. So this is an item card, the bell. Take Felicia, which is his cat, from your deck, or discard pile and put her into your hand. Then shuffle your deck, which is kind of messy. Then we had Vid and Jet. I don't know why I said Vid and Jet. I'm trying to say it without sounding a bit, awkward. So when Fidget is played, find Flavershin and play him to Flavershin's toy shop. That's interesting. Alright, so next up, I am going to go ahead and head to the Big bin. And I'm going to gain 2 power. Then I'm going to have to play... this is kind of tricky. I'm going to have to play the bell. I'm going to have to play the bell in the secret layer, because why not? Why not? And I can't move anyone because I don't have any allies to play. And I can't vanquish anyone because I don't have any allies to defeat her. Which, by the way, she has 2 strength and Basil has 6. So he's the toughest yet. Whoops, I didn't mean to roll like that. But you know what? I'll just take the 6. And then we flip the card. And we got Royal Robes. Interesting. So round is over. So when you go to a location that has the activation symbol, you gain 2 power, which is going to come in handy because I'm going to need it to at least to get the Robot Queen. That's for sure. So I'm going to go over here, and then I'm going to activate this bell card. And right now I have to find, no, that's not what I wanted to do. This may take a while. There we go. There's Felicia. I'm going to shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to put Felicia into my hand. Even though the limit of cards that I get is only like... It's only like 4? Yeah, but because I choose to activate this and get this card and put it to my hand, I end up having 5. So, yeah. Alright, so right now I cannot play any allies right now. So right now it's all up to fate, which means I have to draw a card instead of rolling dice because I landed on a location that has a fate action symbol. So let's go ahead and do that. We have Sabotage. And we also have Flaverchin. So Flaverchin, if Flaverchin is at the secret lair, the cost to play the Robot Queen is reduced by 3 power. Usually, if you encounter a hero in your fate deck, it increases. But I guess for Flaverchin, that's not the case. And then we have Sabotage. Discard any item with a cost of 3 power or less at a location in Ratigan's realm that has a hero. So I do believe it's the bell because it has only a power of 1 you can spend. So this is kind of a toughie. I think Flaverchin is more helpful than Sabotage, so I am going to choose Sabotage, and now the bell is gone. The bell is gone because there's a hero there, and I'm just disappointed. So that's it for this round. Next up, I'm going to go back to the toy shop to gain 3 power. Then I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. I'm trying to think here. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 power to play him. And this is where I have to find Flavershin. It didn't say specifically whether or not to find him in the deck or in the discard pile. So, it's probably either or. I am putting him into the toy shop, which means the card that I'm supposed to play next is now blocked, and I cannot discard any cards. Which is really unfortunate, but what's done is done. So now I gotta roll the dice, and I get a 2. I'm starting to get faded pretty rampantly, other than this one, you know. We have another Sabotage, but we also have Call for Help. If Basil is in Ratigan's realm, which he's not, you may move him to any location. Otherwise, find Basil and play him to any location. The only problem with that is that I have to destroy an item card. Which is in his location. But it says either play or move, so I'm going to have to place him in Buckingham Palace. He's going to be the guy that's going to keep a close eye on things, and that is it for this round. So next up, I'm going to go to Big Ben and gain 2 power. Excuse me. And then, let's see. Oh my goodness. This is kind of a toughie, because, you know. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and have the Fid. I'm going to call him Fid to vanquish Mrs. Judson. And she's out of this game for the time being. It's not that she's the cause of the problem. It's just that, you know, I'm trying to move her out of the way. I'm trying to think whether or not if I can use the traps, or if I could go with something else. I don't want to vanquish anyone right now. And I can't discard anything. This is kind of a tough decision, but I think I'm going to have to choose... Oh, let's check out Felicia. When Felicia is played, discard an ally in your realm, or pay 2 power. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to be playing as Felicia, and I'm going to have to get rid of Mr. Fid. Sorry, dude. But you have been eaten by Felicia. Because I don't want to pay 2 power if I wanted to get the Robot Queen. Alright, so let's roll the dice. Which is only 1 dice. And I get a 3. So far, I'm getting faded like left and right here. So let's see what I get. Call for Help and Olivia. She has a strength of 1. And also, Flavershin has a strength of 2. So Olivia, when Olivia is defeated, choose an opponent that opponent reveals and plays the top card of your fate deck. Which I which in my opinion I did not understand it. Does this mean that I have to, do I have to place it or just play it? It's kind of confusing, but I'm going to put her right over here. And this is only when Olivia is defeated. So this is kind of very tricky to do. Then I am going to play this card. And we had the list. So that is it for this round. Alright, so now we're going to have to gain some more power. Because that is my ultimate goal here if I want to get the Robot Queen. So this item card, Fidget's List. If you activate this card, if you land it on a location that has the activation symbol, reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal an item card, which hopefully it will be the Robot Queen, but it's highly unlikely. Then you put that item into your hand and then discard the rest. But I am hoping that I can get, you know. And while we're at it, I'm gonna go ahead and put put this robe here. I'm playing the robe so I can gain some more power. And I also need to start discarding cards, because some are helpful, but I just need to get the Robot Queen ASAP. Well, we still have a few more rounds before things get a little bit... I was trying to shake it and then let it roll and stuff, but you know what? I'll just take a 6, meaning that I don't get faded. And I end up getting another Marvelous Trap. It is marvelous indeed, but I'm not going to play it. So, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go to the Buckingham Palace to gain only 1 power, which is really sad. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to discard 3 cards. I'm going to discard 3 cards. And oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot about Flaversham's abilities. It reduce means that it's cut down, so that means I don't have to pay 2 power or anything with this one. But I got sidetracked. That was my mistake. See, that's what happens when you think you're prepared to make videos, but you end up making one not fatal mistake, but like a certain mistake that's just like, oh my goodness, what just happened? But I'm not going to move Felicia. I'm just going to keep her here until I'm ready to do so. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to shake. Thank you. Then roll. And I end up getting a 2. So far, things have been... This playthrough is a little bit rough. And look what we have here. We have Queen's Guards, strength of 3. Queen's Guards can only be played to the Buckingham Palace. Then we have the Mouse Queen. Ratigan cannot win with the Robot Queen at Buckingham Palace, especially if the Mouse Queen is in the realm. So I am going to go with her, and she's going to stay there along with Ratigan. Alright, let's draw 3 cards. So far, nothing and nothing, except Criminal Mastermind. First things first, we have, I can't even pronounce his name. I'm going to call him Bart, because The Simpsons. So, he has no abilities. He has only 1 strength, so he is technically the weakest ally. But the greatest criminal mind, not mastermind, but greatest criminal mind is where you either draw 2 cards or gain 2 power, which I definitely need that extra power. And oh yeah, that is it for this round. So next round, I'm going to go here to the toy shop to gain 3 power. Then I'm going to go ahead and play this card, which contains 0 power. So I'm going to need draw 2 cards. That's my choice. So far, I end up getting nothing. So that is it. And now let's roll the dice. A 7, which means I don't get faded, and I can't draw any cards because I'm in the limit right now. And that is it. Next up, go to the Big Ben to gain 2 power. Well, actually, no, that's not what I was trying to do. I think I wanted to go here to gain only 1 power. Then I'm going to have to discard 3 cards. Yeah, 3 cards. And then that is it. That is 100% it. Ooh, a 7. I don't get faded. Ooh, we have Divas, or is it Devious? I'm not sure. That's it for that. Let's check these 2 cards out. Well, actually 3. Tools is where the cost to play items is reduced by 1 power. Then we have Divas, or is it Devious? I think it's Devious. During their turn, if another player targets you with a fate action, you may play Devious. That player reveals only 1 card from your fate instead of 2. And then lastly, we have Capture. Move a hero with a strength of 3 or less to the secret lair, which will come in handy. Alright, so, okay, so I thought I lost my player piece, but I got so caught up with what I was looking for. Alright, so, next up, I am going to go ahead and head to, I'm going to head to here, and then I am going to gain 3 power. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to gain 3 power. Let's see, what should I play? What should I play? This is kind of a tricky situation. I think I could play this card, but I'm going to have to head to the place where, actually, you know what? I am going to play Capture, because I'm going to capture Flaverchin and put it right here next to Olivia, which, by the way, it's his daughter. And now that this is moved out of the way, I'm going to have to discard 2 cards. And I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice to, end this phase. And I end up getting a 4, which means I get faded. Let's see. We have the Queen's Guards again, and we have Dawson. Dawson gets +2 strength if Basil is in Ratigan's realm, which he is. So I'm going to play him right over here. Place him right over here. Now he has 4 strength because Basil's here. Now I gotta draw 3 cards. Ooh, we got the airship. We got criminal mind. And we got ruffians. Something tells me that I'm not going to be able to get the robot queen with less rounds left. So I need to get things going. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to gain 2 power in Ben's location. Then, well, actually, first of all, I'm going to go over here and activate this card to gain 2 power. Then I'm going to spin. Well, actually, I gotta pay attention. I have to spend none because of Flavishin's, not Flavishin's ability. This is kind of confusing. I'm going to spend 1. I'm going to spend 1 to bring the list along. Then that'll be it, except fating myself. Let's see, we got the Queen's Guards again. And we have the makeshift balloon. When the makeshift balloon is played, attach it to a hero. That hero gets +2 strength, and you may immediately move a hero. Move that hero to any location. I'm going to go with the Queen's Guards, and it'll be placed in here. Things are starting to get difficult around here. We got another capture, and we're down to 9 rounds left. So now I need to do something. So I'm going to go over here to gain 2 power. Then I'm going to have Felicia to vanquish Dawson. And there you go. She has 6 strength. She's the strongest ally. And I'm going to have to play something here. I'm going to play this card, this effect card, which is Greatest Criminal Mind. And I'm going to have to either gain 2 power, which leaves me up to 16, or I'm going to have to draw 2 cards to get the Robot Queen. So I'm going to go ahead and do draw 2 cards here. And hopefully I get it. Nope. I wasted that for nothing. But at least I tried. At least I tried. Then I'm going to go ahead and move Felicia to Buckingham Palace so that she can get rid of the Queen's Guards, the Mouse Queen, and probably not Basil because they're equal. But regardless of that, it's time to roll the fate dice. And oh, I get a 1. There's only 1 fate card left. We have Toby. When Toby's played, you may move a hero to any location. I'm going to do it like this. Or the Queen's Guards again. I'm going to go with Toby. Toby is going to be placed right over here. And then I'm going to have Flavishin to go back to his toy shop. Alright, so right now things are starting to get intense. So I need to go to Buckingham Palace to gain 1 power. Then I'm going to have to discard 3 cards. Yeah, 3 cards. Which is this one, and this one. And then I'm going to move Felicia. Oh, wait a minute. Toby has 6 strength, who is also stronger along with Basil. So this is going to be a complete mess. So I'm not going to do any of that action, so roll the dice it is. Ugh, I shouldn't have rolled like lazy and stuff. But I end up getting a 4, which means I get faded. I'm going to go with call for help, because I have to move Basil. I have to move, you may move him to any location. I have to move him to any location. He is going to go to the toy shop. Well, actually, he's going to go to the secret lair, where the list gets removed. It didn't say items, it just said item, which means only one. Yeah, that's what I do. I do this. There we go. Then I gotta draw 2 cards. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There's the Robot Queen. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I have to take this phone call. But everything's alright right now. But what I was trying to do is to go here. And I'm planning to... Ooh, this is kind of tricky, but I need to win this game. I have to win this just because. The only problem is that Basil is here. Oh, I'm not going to be able to win this. This is so frustrating. I think I made the wrong decision. Let's see, I'm trying to think here. I am trying to think here. I think for right now, I am going to go ahead and go to Big Ben and have Felicia to defeat the Mouse Queen. And I'm going to have to spend all of my power on this Robot Queen. And it can only be placed in a secret lair. It can only be placed in a secret lair. That's for sure. And I think at this point, Basil can only move to a new location. He's already been played and stuff. And now, I'm going to have to go ahead and just roll the dice. And hopefully I don't get faded too much. Phew, yes, an 8. Okay. Then I'm going to go here, gain 1 power, then move the Robot Queen there. Then I'm going to discard 2 cards. Because if you pay attention to the action symbol card, it says move item or ally. And I choose to move an item because I need to get the Robot Queen over here before it's too late. Let's see. What else do I do? Oh yeah. Roll this dice here. Hold on. Gotta make sure. Roll this dice here. Keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. Yes, a 10. And, oh yeah, I have to draw 2 cards. Pressing the wrong button. And there you go. Hopefully I get this right. I only have so many lower rounds left. Will I make it? Hope so. Next thing that I'm going to do here right now is I am going to go to Big Ben and have Felicia vanquish the Queen's guards so they could be out of the way. And then, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to spend 1 power to capture... I forgot it reduces by 3. 3... Let's see, 15, 14, 13... So that leaves me about 12 power. Not 12 power. Let me try this again. Because I almost forgot about Flaverchin once again. Reduced by 3 power. So it's like 15. No. 14. 13. So let me see. 3 power is like... probably like this. It's like you don't spend all of it. It's reduced by 3 power, so I almost forgot about that. But I am going to... no. I am going to spend 1 power and have Flaverchin being captured and put it right here. And that's it. That's technically it. Come on. Ooh, 6. Yes. And, Then I'm going to go back right here, which caused me to get to automatically fate myself. But it's better than rolling dice. I gain 1 power. I'm moving the Robot Queen here. Then I'm going to discard 3 cards. I'm going to discard 3 cards. Then I'm going to spend 1 power again to capture Toby. No, I can't capture Toby because he has 6 power. So this goes here. The only thing that's left to do is to automatically fate myself. See what I get. Uh-oh. Sabotage, which means I have to discard I have to discard an item card. I think I'm going to go with this one, even though it's quite obvious, but, you know. I think Basil should be the one to do this. I don't know why. I just don't know why. But we're down to 3 rounds. And the last card left is this one. So now, all the discard piles goes back to the deck pile. And I shuffle them. And I gain an ally and the bell. Alright. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment of truth. I am going to go here to gain 3 power. Then I'm going to have to discard 2 cards. Well, actually 3. And I'm going to spin 1 on Mr. Fid himself. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think that's how you follow the rules, even though Flaverchin is still there. But, yeah, you know, place him here. I think that's it. I don't have any cards in my hand. So right now, time to roll the dice and let there be a lady luck tonight. And no luck at all. No luck at all. Okay, we have Watson, and then we have call for help. Call for help. Which means I'm going to have to move Basil to a new location, which is right here. And that ruins a chance for me to get to the Robot Queen to the Buckingham Palace. So I automatically lost the game. Or so you thought, because he is now angry. And his objective right now is to defeat Basil once and for all. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You thought this is over for Ratigan? No, no, no. He has a secondary objective, which means he's going to have to defeat Basil. A very simple objective, but I am hoping and praying that I can do this, because this is going to be a little bit stressful. So it looks like calling for help is here. So discard 1. No, I draw, not discard, draw 4 cards remaining. 4 cards remaining. Hold on. This is actually getting a little bit messy here. I need to make this quick, otherwise, you know. That is it for this round. We're down to 2 rounds. And I need to make this, so, let's see, Marvelous Trap before Ratigan is moved in the next turn. All heroes defeated at this location. Let's see, I do have a choice. Either I move Felicia, either I go to Buckingham Palace to move Felicia, then by the next turn, I'm going to defeat Basil. Even though they're evenly matched, he will be automatically defeated because both Felicia and him has a strength of 6. A strength of 6. Or I could use this trap card or item card. Let's see. This is kind of tricky. You know what? I'm just going to go with the Buckingham Palace thing. Gain 1 power. Have Felicia move here. Then discard 2 cards. Then play this Criminal Mind to gain 2 power instead of drawing a card. And then I'm going to have to automatically fate myself, which is very risky to do. And we have another Sabotage, and of course Mrs. Judson. She goes to the toy shop with Flaverchin, and I lost 2 power. But it does not matter, because I'm going to draw 3 cards. I'm going to draw 3 cards end this turn. Lastly, I go over here and I decided to vanquish Basil with Felicia. They're both evenly matched with 6 strength. And that is it. That is the end of the playthrough of Ratigan. It's a very stressful one indeed, but I would have played another card if I have to. But that's the end of the turn. Very simple. I almost had it won with the Robot Queen, but then Basil had to move and destroy the Robot Queen, and this leads to the secondary objective. As you can see, he is totally not happy of what Basil did. So Ratigan is actually the first villains in this game that has a secondary objective. So I hope you enjoy this video. If I made a certain error in this video, then I'm truly sorry. I tried to play as best as I could. I did play this before I recording, not just today, but like previous days ago. It's very hard to explain. But so far, this playthrough is very intense. So Tune in next time when I'll try to play as either Scar or Yzma for the next playthrough. But until then, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the Miss Sensational Gaming channel. Turn on these post notifications so you won't miss a single upload, and I'll see you next time.